What's up all you multiverse loving dudes and dudettes, Toyshiz here, and I'm back yet again to give you guys another McFarlane Toys fresh look. Today we're going to be checking out their brand new DC Multiverse, the Hellbat action figure, and shout out and a thank you to McFarlane for sending this out to give you guys that fresh look. This is the epitome of what I wanted to see from McFarlane Toys in taking over the DC license. Something big, something bulky, something just maniacally sinister and evil looking, but oh so cool. Here's the barcode if you want to go ahead and find him in stores. This guy just epitomizes the coolness factor of Batman and McFarlane teaming up. So without further ado, let's get him out of the packaging. This is the brand new McFarlane DC Multiverse Hellbat action figure. And here he is, all out of the packaging. And much like they shoved Malbolgia into a tiny little clamshell back in the day, they've done the same with this Hellbat action figure. This is a $20 figure. This guy is huge. He's 9 inches tall. His wingspan is 14 inches. It's amazing what they can actually put in a package that's, you know, around the 7-inch mark. And when you want to do something rad, you can do it from time to time. The sculpting is there. The colors just pop. That red against the black is something to behold. This guy is huge. He's bulky. He looks like he stepped out of a magma pit. The story of this actual suit is just make up your own. At that point, it's just like the dumbest thing ever. But if you're interested, look it up on Comics Explained. But this guy is just so cool. And again, with the sculpting, with the details, with how it looks, it's a big armored Batman. That's what I want to see McFarlane do. He always does this crazy, weird designs, and he does it oh so well. The sculpting goes in the wings, the back, the helmet, the shoulder pads. Everything is finely crafted. The wings fold up perfectly. They look like this giant Batman symboled cape thing on his back. Figure strikes this amazing silhouette. There's spikes and glowy bits and everything else, but let's take a much closer look into the articulation and how this figure works. Now to go over this Hellbat figure, he does come with his stand, and he actually stands fairly well with or without it, but it makes him look oh so much cooler if you have it. But the stark contrast of the red, it's a really intriguing looking red, and I don't know necessarily if it pops just perfectly on this video, but to see it up close in hand, it just really is something to behold. The black, the red, everything about this guy. Just the little nuances of the red in and out. It looks like lava, magma. He just looks like a very super powered suit, and I absolutely love it. While I'm like gushing about this figure, the one thing I will say that bothers me are the wings. So to start off, before you put the wings on, you can see there's 2 holes right there, and really nice. Again, the sculpt, the paint just travels around the entire figure, so there's not a lack of paint on this guy, and for the most part, everything is painted pretty nicely. Some instances, maybe the black kind of bleeds into the red just a little bit, but it's just really cool sculpting all the way around this guy. I love his shoulder pads. The shoulder pads can get a little weird, I would say, just in terms of it's aided so that you can, you know, put the arms up for the articulation, and they simply just pop into a little ball right there, and they go in nicely. They can kind of go up just like that, but if you put them up too high, the little ball will pop out. So just an FYI on that. By no means is it a bad thing, and you didn't break anything like I totally thought I did when I first did it. So for the articulation, you get a nice range of motion. You get single jointed elbows on the guy. He does have some really good butterfly joints, so you get a nice range of motion. You can put him all the way around. The bicep swivel is there. That's good. He's got some good wrist rotation. This is one of the figures where it hides the ball joints, like the actual ball joints, perfectly, and it looks good doing so. He's got some upper diaphragm, waist swivel to him. This rotates as well. His head basically kind of moves side to side. I would say it's there. There's something there, but you're not going to be able to do much to it. It really doesn't move much at all. He can kick out to the side, kick up, kick back. This is more of a rubbery material right there. He's got some really good double jointed knees. And then this is on an ankle rocker, and this has toe joints. So this guy is For being a giant armored suit, this is a great Batman. And then, of course, I'll show you how the wings work. So you get these wings, they got little peg holes, and they are more like hexagons almost. So they're not perfect circles. So you kind of just fit them right into there. And you can fold this up if you want. Just go easy on them. I wouldn't say they're brittle, but you want to go easy. Just an FYI, just in case. And then this, of course, will fit right in there. And then it just simply opens just like this. And the wingspan is pretty incredible. The one downside, I will say, so you can open them up, you can fold them up. The one downside that I will say, while he's got all this different armor going on, he's got some weathering, he looks like metal, it looks fantastic. The wings kind of look like a different part of the figure. It just, if he had some red or something weathering, something to match the armor itself, I think that the wings would have been just, this figure would have been a huge, I mean, it already is, but it's just that little bit more, just to have it fit a little bit better. Now, it may not match the comics completely, but maybe just so much the weathering itself would have really added to that. And then, of course, when you're done, you simply just fold the wings back, and you got yourself a really cool, just this figure, hands down, the best figure of Wave 1. In terms of his scaling, because he does clock in at that bigger 9-inch mark, he really does fit in with pretty much mainly all of the new McFarlane 7-inch figures, and then also previous, either Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and then also the DC Multiverse by Mattel, because being a giant suit of armor, being at that 9-inch mark, he can pretty much go with anything. Actually, any brand, any DC Comics collector, DC Collectibles, anything you want to say in that sense, this guy will go really nicely with, because he's just a huge hulking suit of armor, and dang, does he look great next to a lot of the older figures. In terms of other companies' 6-inch mark figures, yeah, this guy will fit in nicely. This photo kind of reminds me of those fans that really wanted McFarlane to do 6-inch scale Marvel Legends type DC figures. Well, I would say that even Tony Stark himself is pretty impressed by this suit of armor. Now, when I first saw the solicitations for this figure, I immediately got that Spawn 3 image in my head with the big fold-out wings. This guy just emulates that oh so gloriously, so that is, again, really cool to have on the shelves. And yes, my Spawn still lights up green after all of these years. So that's going to wrap it up for my fresh look at this brand new McFarlane Toys Hellbat action figure. Thanks again to McFarlane for sending this over to give you guys that fresh look. I absolutely love this figure. Sure, he's got some weird things going on with the wings, but the overall aesthetics, the look, just the silhouette that this guy has, the paint, is a complete knockout. This is the best figure for Wave 1, hands down. Everything is there. You got the big, bulky figure. He's huge. He's massive. He's heavy. It's what I want to see from McFarlane. This is the kind of action figures that I like. I like when he does these weird designs, and who better than to tackle this? The articulation's there for such a big, massive, bulky figure. He can move around pretty darn good. The wings, they fold up nice. I wish there was a little bit more to them. But I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk everything Hellbat. I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food. But most importantly, remember that whatever the story is, all the members of the Justice League forged this suit. Why not just wear the suit all the time, right? Why would you do that? Oh, wait, no, it sucks the life force out of you, or something comic books. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.